Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the vlog. Always cool to just kind of hang out with baby Kush, the croc monitor. All these beautiful animals every day. I am so blessed, and I am so blessed that I have each and every one of you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. And today is going to be pretty cool because Bruce, once again, is bringing in some new animals that I'm excited to work with. And when it's with Bruce, typically those animals are venomous. That's right, some little cobras, a couple new species that I have personally never worked with. He's never worked with, but with this one particular cobra, it's kind of like the pinnacle. Not a king cobra, but a pinnacle cobra, the one that everyone thinks about when they think about cobras. So I am excited. Let's go play with some death. Bruce, what do you got for us tonight?
Oh man, I can't wait to show you these guys. Jessica actually gave me the okay on our anniversary for me to buy a couple more snakes, and it happened to be a couple of my favorite cobras. One of the smaller ones that I really like is actually, it's a Hunan province Naja Acha, or a Chinese cobra, and the other one, whoo, oh, and I think that one's it.
Ooh, doggy, that things are freaking awesome.
And the other one is a spectacle cobra. It's actually a Sri Lankan locality, Naja Naga.
Oh my gosh, these are dope, dude.
Dude, they are pretty.
Oh my gosh. You kidding me right now? This is ridiculous, man. I mean, these are both ridiculous. Now, these are what you think of when you think of cobras, right?
Oh,
I mean, this is the cobra you think of when you think of cobras. My goodness. They are little pistols, too. You can tell this one right here is just fired up.
Already, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So I'm going to let you take out that one first. Here, I got it right here. I'll help you out.
That's a good sign of the packaging, right? Like, it's
yeah.
Yeah, they were making sure these guys, they're really great at actually getting out. Like, it's one of the things about all cobras is they're pretty good at that.
Ooh, and these guys can be pistols when they're young. They go fast, and you got to be on it right now. So we'll see what happens. After shipping and stuff like that, they might not be as crazy, but boy, I tell you what, they're going to definitely be fired up. Uh-oh. This one doesn't want to hood up.
Fit in the shed right there, too.
Yeah, he's in the shed, so he might be. But it's like, again, when they hood up, it's a little bit easier because you're going to be able to see. This thing is so small. Oh, my God. Let's see if we get it on this like little white thing here. Come on, little guy. Oh, there he goes. There's a little hood. There's a little hood. Wow, look at that thing. Oh! Yes!
Oh my gosh.
That is awesome. Oh my God. It is ridiculous.
You can walk around it if you want to.
Again, that's what you think of when you think of a cobra, right?
This is exactly why I got this, dude. This is exactly why I've been wanting one of these. Is because this is what you remember, like Aladdin and all those other
exactly. Well, when you were a kid, when you saw a cobra, you saw that.
Yeah, like all I need is a flute now.
Oh my goodness gracious! Wow, what a trip! I tell you what, that is ridiculous. Just look at him.
Oh, he's very active.
But the thing is because it's in shed, it's probably having a little bit harder time actually seeing, which is going to make it harder for it to kind of key off on the visual part. But it knows something is going on. It sees enough to kind of come up again. And if you think about that flute, again, like Bruce talked about, it's the movement that keeps them interested, right? When I go like this, just continuing going like this, it's going to continue to follow my hand. Again, it's in shed, so I can't see it, but wow, Bruce, this thing is incredible. What does something like this size eat?
So, like, at this size, I'm probably going to be feeding this guy some pinkies. Naja are known to take on a little bit larger prey than some of your cobra species. Like, they'll eat a little bit heavier food, but I do want to start small, at least when I first get him in, and see how he eats. But I don't just feed him one time, though. I feed him twice a week, usually, especially at this age.
Man, that sucker is beautiful, dude. I love that animal. Let's play with this next one.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so here we go. Let's get this guy back.
This is always a trip.
That one is in.
Easy. That's about the easiest it's ever been.
I know, right? Beautiful.
There's no way this one's going to be as easy.
No, this is going to be. These guys are known for being super feisty and super fast. We may be chasing this one around a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. As soon as that lid comes off, it's going to be game on.
This is like a little miniature king right here.
There's the lids off. This is gonna be fun, guys. It's so pretty. Look at that thing. This one hopefully will key up on us pretty quick. Nope, he's not gonna. Come on, hood up for me. Hood up. Ooh, yep, and there we go. Fast little monkeys. Come on, little monkeys. Come on.
He is fast.
They don't stop. Woo. That thing spun around so quick. That was crazy. Ooh, doggy, look at that thing. Like I said, these guys are crazy fast, crazy quick. Unbelievable. I wish you would hood at least, because then he would actually stay up on us a little bit. Even with the box, I can't get him to hood. He just wants to cruise.
Yeah,
and that's always the part that I get scared about with cobras, is when they're moving like this. They're a different animal for sure. You know, it's amazing to think that a little guy like this is so potent, right? I mean, it's crazy. And like I said, I'll be honest with you, I would rather deal with a big 8, 9, 10 foot king cobra than this little dude, because this little dude is really wily and he's not going to be predictable at all, and still packs a pretty nasty punch. So be careful with these guys, Bruce. Please be careful. I know you're always careful, but boy, I tell you what, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be last for a little while, at least until we find a nice king cobra.
Yeah, king is the next thing, right?
Yeah.
So getting this guy in the tub is going to be a treat. Let me just tell you what. What do you want? You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, let's try it, man. I mean, it's a little bit smaller than the other one, so I might get a little bit more of a...
But it's going to be quick. Woo! Look at this. It's like pros here, man. Oh, that's beautiful.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, go.
Bam. There it is.
That's a good lid. That's a good lid.
I tell you what, guys, that was absolutely incredible. Bruce, thanks. You always bring stuff that I love playing with. This is awesome, dude. Congratulations. Those are beautiful.
So excited.
Whew. In case you guys missed it, we have some new merch out. This is the Diddy and Dixie one. You can get them in shirts, different colors, hoodies. We also have salt and pepper. We have coffee mugs. We have stickers and stuff like that. So I'm going to put a link in the description. Please go check that out. And if you want some cool merch, I think you should get some. And I really, truly always appreciate your support. You guys always kill it on the merch side. So thank you so much. Check it out. And if you want some, please do me a favor and get some. I tell you what, guys, there was a period in there where I actually did something that was kind of a little bit weird. I jammed my finger on the ground. They don't stop. Woo. That thing spun around so quick. That was crazy. What basically happened was I was so excited about the animals that I went to kind of jump to kind of get a closer look, and I jammed my finger in the ground. But what you didn't know is that we had Jay, Anthony, and Jessica behind the scenes, and when I jammed my finger and said, ouch, everyone kind of thought I got bitten. You know, everyone's like, oh my God, did you get bitten? Even Bruce looked at me like thinking like, oh my gosh. And I didn't even think about it at the time, but their reaction caused me to think, oh my gosh, did I get bit? You know, the truth was I knew I jammed my finger into the ground and the snake was like 2 feet away from me, but just before that, I actually had touched the snake and it swung around really quick, and it didn't get close to biting me, at least in my own eyes, but it did swing around pretty quick. And I guess Jay and everyone else kind of thought that there was a chance it was like a delayed reaction, like I did that, it swung around, it bit me. A few seconds later, I was like, oh, ow, like it was starting to, and it actually even freaked me out for a second, because for 1 second, their reaction caused me to think like, oh my God, did I actually get bitten? Not realize it. But the truth was, I just literally jammed my finger into the ground. And by the way, my finger still hurts really bad. It feels like I sprained my finger. But again, I was just so in the moment. It was such an incredible thing to mess with that baby snake that I was just like a little kid, and I didn't even think about my body when I somehow just crushed my hand right into the ground. But it just goes to show you that you have to be careful at all times, and really be careful of the way other people react too, because obviously they thought maybe I was hurt. So it was freaky, but in the way it was kind of an interesting story. So once again, as always, you could never be too careful. Everything was fine, but it was a little bit freaky, no doubt about that. What do you say we wrap this day up by looking at some baby ball pythons that just hatched out? Really excited that this clutch hatched out. These are all just a bunch of albino ball pythons that are het for pied. So it was an albino female bred to an albino pied male. Of course, the albinos recessive, the pied's recessive, and the fact that the albino's recessive means that all of these are going to be albino, which is awesome. And this is by far the largest clutch of albino to albino that I ever hatched out. And you guys may remember in the past, like with Helen, that sometimes when you breed albino to albino, you can have some issues. Thankfully, with albino pied to an unrelated albino female, I didn't think I was going to have any problems, and every single baby is perfect. All of them have all their eyes, there's no kinking, they're absolutely amazing. And again, because the pied is recessive means that they're all carrying pied as a heterozygous trait in these, basically just meaning that they look like albinos, but if you breed them to a pied or you breed them to an albino pied, you'll get more albino pieds, which is just absolutely incredible. So regardless, super happy just to have a bunch of albino heifer pieds hatched. Got some beautiful baby ball pythons that hatched out of this clutch. This was a big clutch of different things, and this was actually a black pewter cypress that was actually bred to a het pied. So these are all just possible het pieds, but there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff in here. There's like a black pastel cypress ball python right here. We have another black pastel cypress ball python right here. Have a bunch of just pastels that don't look like they're really anything other than that. We have a couple black pewters right here that don't look like they're carrying the cypress gene either. I think in the egg, well, this one actually looks like it is cypress right here. You can see the striping on it and stuff like that. That looks like a black pewter cypress right here, whereas this one doesn't have that striping on it. It looks like probably just a black pewter. Again, more pastels right here. Just a really beautiful clutch of a variety of things, and those black pewters are just absolutely, those silver snakes are just something else. There's no doubt about that. And then we have another little black pastel cypress right here, so it's kind of cool. Oh, and it does look like we've got a little pastel cypress here too. I wasn't sure that any of the pastels were cypress, but sure enough, this is a little pastel cypress here. The cypress gene just cleans things up a little bit, makes some striping on it. Really an awesome animal, mixes with Mojave really super well. So nevertheless, a bunch of really cool ball pythons to get set up, get started eating, and eventually they'll make it to the website. All right, back to opening up a couple things you guys send us. You guys always send us so much great stuff, and we appreciate you beyond belief, so thank you so much. Always, our address is in the description. Essential oils are always welcome. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. But I do like essential oils.
I am having fun with the diffuser I bought.
I know, right? Oh, speaking of which, get the heck out of it. Either this is a toxin or it's an essential oil. But is there a note? So it's really like, what is this?
We should throw it away.
Or I wonder, I don't know what
probably,
this, I don't know what it is.
I know.
It could be CBD.
Waft
It could be poison.
You have to waft it. Count.
This is giving me the Wicked Queen vibes.
Yeah,
from
don't smell that.
from Snow White.
Turn into a toad.
So
Ooh,
this
God,
came
it
from,
smells like ass.
this came from Inglewood, California.
Smells like
but
CBD. Smells like CBD.
Oh, that's absolutely CBD.
Yeah.
Okay.
It smells weedy.
So we'll, well, thank you.
Why, thank you for the nondescript bottle of goodness.
Yeah, if whoever sent it to me, if you could reach out and at least tell us what's going on, because I can't take something I have no idea what it is. Ooh, doggy, those little cobras were pistols and absolutely wonderful. I love those things. Cannot wait to continue updating you guys as they grow. If you enjoyed this video, here's a playlist with me playing with a bunch of venomous snakes. You know, I love doing that. Up here, you can do me a favor, subscribe to my podcast channel called Checking In. On this side, subscribe to this vlog channel, turn those post notifications on. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.